And welcome back to the online classroom. I hope you're all feeling safe and secure and that isolation has not been too bad for you. I also hope that you had a great holidays, and I very much look forward to seeing you all again eventually once this isolation period ends. To that effect, let's start again on our business studies. Now, please remember that all of the lessons that we have done have been on the website. Okay? All of them are on the website, and you should be checking with the website to see what you've done. There will also be submissions on Google Classroom. Some of you may not have finished some of them yet from last term. Okay, so it's a very good idea to check through Google Classroom. Okay? Now, when we left last term, we were looking at business processes. Okay? And we are going to keep on looking at that. The last thing that we looked at was operations. Okay, and we're going to go through all of those operations, finance, human resources, so forth. Okay, now the title of our lesson today is Shark Tank, and you'll very soon see why. Okay, so here's going to be our plan over the next couple of weeks. Okay, over the next couple of weeks, we'll be going through the management processes. Whilst we're going through these management processes, you'll begin making your own hypothetical business to present to others. Okay, so you're going to be doing a lot of practical work throughout this. Now, practical work in terms of going out and actually seeing businesses, probably not. It's a bit hard in this situation we're currently in. But you are going to be doing a lot of report writing and things like that, and looking into what actually runs the business and so forth. So it's going to be practical in that sense. And you've got to remember, when you are a business person, it's not going to be going out into the field every day. Okay, even if you're just running your own business, a lot of it is going to be spent online researching, looking at a spreadsheet, and everything like that. So it's really important that we learn how to do this now. Okay, so why are we going to be doing this? Okay, now this report that you're going to make for your hypothetical business, hypothetical being made up for a scenario, okay, it's going to cover a couple of things. Okay, it's going to cover the management process, applying these processes in practical scenarios. It's going to give you early access to the next topic, which we'll end up doing at the start of next term, maybe at the end of this one, which is business planning. And it's also going to look at the fundamentals covered in the HSC. Because remember, these business processes, they're all major topics in the HSC. Okay, so this report is actually going to let us get a bit of a leg up in the terms of the HSC, in that we're going to understand them fundamentally well if you do the report. Okay, therefore, I want to really stress this report is going to be very important to your overall learning. Now, for starters, what I will say is this report is not going to be marked. Okay, you're going to have a separate assessment. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, this is going to be all in class work. I'm going to be checking up on it absolutely because it's really essential to you, but this is all going to be in class work. You still have to do it. Okay, so how will this work? Okay, so many of our lessons will start to be used to understand the key business processes. So we looked at that at the end of last term, where we had spent the whole lesson on operations. Okay, and we're going to spend lessons going through financial operations, human resources, and marketing. Okay, so we'll spend a lesson individually on each one of those, just so you know what you're actually walking into when you're putting it into the report. Okay, some lessons will be devoted to working solely on this report. Okay, so I'll probably, if we're still online at certain points, I'll probably just give you lessons where I'll say, please just work on your report. Okay, now I will also attempt to organise times with you in class to discuss how you're progressing. Okay, now this is obviously going to be difficult. There will be times when you will be inside the classroom, hopefully after week 3, in which I'll be able to discuss with you how you're going. But with COVID-19, it's making it a bit difficult, a bit unsure, okay? So it might actually involve a phone call with me at your home or communicating via email, okay? I'll try and communicate with email as much as I can because I know a lot of you hate phone calls, as do I. But sometimes it'll just be easy to have that conversation. Okay, so you might be getting phone calls from me in the next couple of weeks. So let's actually have a look at the project and see what we're going to be doing. Okay, now you'll find the sheet I'm looking at right now on the website. Okay, and this sheet is going to become your best friend over the next couple of weeks. Okay, because it's going to tell you everything that you need to be doing. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, the scenario. You are applying to appear on Shark Tank, a TV show that involves pitching a business idea for a service to a team of potential investors. This can be an individual or group activity, but because we're all isolated and things like that, we'll probably be doing this as individual. Okay? Now, task. As part of your application, you need to put together a formal business proposal, 5 or more pages, that will be judged by people outside the school who are experienced investing in business ventures. Now, keep in mind 5 or more pages. Okay, keep in mind you're going to be working over this of a number of weeks with time in class, and it's not just going to be 5 smashed out pages of written work. It'll also include diagrams, graphs, and things like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. The proposal needs to include the following elements with as much detail as possible. Okay, so we haven't got a due date yet, so don't worry about that. First of all, your front page summary. Okay, your name of business, name of people who own the business, address of business, the business idea, so how you came up with the idea and how is it different to similar businesses, how much money you need to be invested in the business, and a paragraph outlining why the potential investor should invest in your business. Okay, so, sorry girls, that was just Madame Saray. Okay, so, what are we talking about here? Okay, now, name of your business, that's up to you. Obviously, you're going to want it to be mature, okay, and you want it to be relevant to your actual business. Okay, now, name of people who own the business. Well, theoretically, they should be you, but you can make up some false names. It will also, maybe you might have to make up people because of the legal structure of the business, how you determine how to structure it. Okay, address of the business. Now, you should actually be looking for proper addresses. Don't make up false little neighborhoods and things like that. Choose your neighborhood because it makes sense to put up there. Okay, the business idea and how you came up with the idea and how is it different to similar businesses is all about basically why are you having this idea and why is it important for me to know it. Okay, so how much money you need to be invested in the business. Once again, that will be, you're going to be researching how much you're going to need to start it up. Okay, and a paragraph outlining why the potential investor should invest in your business. Why is your business important? Okay, notice all of those things there. They didn't all say a paragraph for each, paragraph for each. The only one that said a paragraph was the last one. So all of that stuff there, that's one page, but really it's not much writing. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, a page for each of the KBFs. KBFs we'll explain later, okay? A little bit more might be required for finance, and we'll spend quite a bit of time on finance. Finance will be the one that we'll sort of struggle with a bit, and that's okay. We'll get there. Okay, so for operations, the service that the business will be providing. Now, you'll notice after each one of these dot points, there's little brackets with pages. Okay, these are pages that are referenced to the textbook. I will get said textbook and I will attach each one of these to the appropriate lessons. Okay, and you can go through it because it'll help explain what you're going to be doing. Okay, the processes of the business in action, and the quality management procedures in place. Now, for what these are, go back to the operations PowerPoint that we did. Okay, and each one of these will be explained so that you can put it in your report. And of course, we can go back to it if you're having questions and we can answer more. Okay, HR, also known as human resources. Okay, how are you going to recruit employees, the types of contracts employees will be on, what training employees will need, and the separation processes in place. Okay, so these are all real world problems that you'll have to deal with. Okay, and it's sort of like, how are you going to recruit employees? Well, are you just going to put an ad in the paper? Or are you going to be doing television advertisements? Or are you going to be doing headhunting, which is actually looking for specific employees based on their skills? Okay, these are important questions. Marketing, the target market and the marketing mix. You know what target marketing is. We did it last term. Okay, so who are you actually targeting to sell this product or service to? Marketing mix, we'll go through a bit more when we get to marketing. Okay. Finance, an overview of the money required to start the business and how is it going to be used, and financial projections for the first year of the business, including cash flow statement, income statement, balance sheet. Now, we will learn how to do all of those, and that will be relatively near the end, okay? Like I said, I'm going to be giving you quite a bit of time to do this business report, and it's going to be covering a lot of the content that we're going to be doing in class. So generally, I won't be giving you like any homework for the next couple of weeks. It will just see something simple as just work on your report a bit tonight. Okay? And we will hand this in nearish to the end of this topic. Okay, so this will be a large bit of your classwork for this topic. Okay? So, that's what the project is, and we'll go through each one of those steps as we're going by in class. And when I'm doing like the lesson on finance or the lesson on marketing, and say, I will specifically say, oh, this relates to your report like this. Okay, so you'll get it. So, ideas. Okay, remember your business idea does not have to be completely new and can involve existing services and technologies. Rather, you're looking at ways to develop old methods into new products and services. So rather than trying to invent this whole new revolutionary technology, okay, which you don't know if you can actually do or not, have a look at different types and services that you can already sort of twist to existing businesses. Okay. So one of the ways that you can sort of do this is, the best example here is, are there businesses that could be better tailored to meet the expectations of consumer base and these COVID-19 conditions? Okay, so think about everyone's isolation at the moment. Nobody can go to the shops and nobody can do X, Y, and Z. What could your business do to cater to these people? Okay, keep in mind, COVID-19 isn't going to last forever, but it does represent and give us some unique opportunities. I know, for example, that the Uber Eats people, the one on the bicycles, they've never had so much work because everyone's Uber eating at the moment. Okay, and there's been a fantastic build of that business model that people didn't expect. Think about how you could change other business models to sort of suit this scenario. Look at things like, is there an inefficient business model like Blockbuster that you can improve on? So have you seen any businesses around your neighborhood that are just struggling and that they just haven't picked up the ball on what they can do to improve? If you don't know what Blockbuster is, I'm not surprised. It used to be a video and video game rental company. Okay? The last one, which was near our school, closed, I think, about 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, so, but it was an inefficient business model because Netflix killed it. Who wants to rent a video when you can just pay a monthly fee and have hundreds of movies? Okay. And is there a product or service required by your community or others which is not currently provided in a satisfactory manner? Okay. So think about what your community requires. Okay, now you might be part of a minority community, or you might be part of a hobby community, or whatever, and its needs at the moment might not be fulfilled. I know, for example, that when a lot of minorities first came to Australia, for example, I believe there was a large Hindu sect, okay, and also there was a large Catholic sect that came in that required incense, okay, so scented candles and things like that. Now, when they first moved into Australia, the overall population was white Protestant. So they didn't have all of these sort of religious materials that these minority groups needed. So what happened? Well, someone eventually got the idea going, oh, there's a gap in this business market here for my community. I'll start selling all of this to my community and I'll build my business up. Now, they're multi-million dollar worth industries. Okay? So think about what's missing in your community. What does your community not have? Okay? Now, remember, the point of this is to explain the situation of your business and attract potential investors. So we're going to have a look at this clip and see how an expert does it on the show Shark Tank. No, you're not going to be following this format, okay? But this is a way in which you might present your sort of business. Mind you, you're not going to be actually talking what this person is.
Next into the tank is a kid entrepreneur who wants to help other kids fulfill their entrepreneurial aspirations.
Hi Sharks, my name is Jack Bonneau. I'm the founder and CEO of Jack Stands and Marketplaces, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Hi Sharks, I'm Steve Bonneau. I'm Jack's dad. I work for Jack.
Sharks, I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. I'm 10 years old, but when I was 8 years old, I really wanted a Lego set, but it cost $400. The good news was my dad said I could have it.
But he'd have to pay for it with his own money.
So, I did what most of you probably would do. I started my own lemonade stand. After 12 weeks, I made $900 after expenses.
Wow.
Learned some valuable lessons, and yes, I got my Lego Death Star. That experience is exactly why I created Jack Stands and Marketplaces. Jack Stands and Marketplaces provides kids and their families opportunities to learn about entrepreneurship, business, financial literacy, while having fun and making some money. We provide everything except their mood and their enthusiasm. Jack Stands offers kids the opportunity to sell lemonade and other drinks. We offer kids the opportunity to sell more than just lemonade. Jack's Marketplaces provides young entrepreneurs the opportunity to sell their products in authentic and great marketplaces and have kids sell those great products and tell the inspirational stories of these young entrepreneurs.
So Sharks, our challenge and question to you is, who wants to make money?
While inspiring our nation's youth in entrepreneurship.
So that's actually a fantastic sort of thing where the kid has seen, and good on the kid for doing it so young, he's seen this sort of gap in the marketplace of, well, what about kids that want to be business people? Or, the lemon stand is a great American idea. And he's built on that idea and going, well, we're going to give you a way to instantly establish yourself. So he's seen the need in the community and he's gone, right, let's go at it. Okay, so that's what this report was originally based off, the show Shark Tank. Shark Tank it's an alright show. If you get a chance on YouTube, go watch it, and go watch the one where it talks about people failing at Shark Tank and have a look at why they failed. So what I want you to do with the rest of this lesson, okay, is I want you to be looking at what type of business you would like to try and operate. You should be using the rest of this lesson to think about and make notes about what your business will be doing. Okay, that's what I want you to do with this end of this lesson. Okay, just thinking about what possible community needs could you fulfill, what could you change in an existing business model to make your own. And that's it. Okay, I hope you have a great day and I hope you're all staying safe.